Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Rice Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense takes the field. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On second down, looking again to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Rice's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Owls.
And he's got that Bayou speed, like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Off the play fake. Picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Quick release by the QB. Oh, just left him flailing. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Okay, It's first down from the 11. Looking for a man. It's Sampson. They're trying to get to him. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Second down now after the sack. The play action fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's going to take off.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Breaks the tackle. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Sampson. Finds a spot in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards. And it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down, you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. They'll go with the quick touch pass. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rice. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. He wants to throw. Steps away to find some room. Short gain on the play before he slides. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Handoff from the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. Running with power.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, yeah, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
He'll pitch it. Sweet feet on the move. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapon.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sampson. A little screen to the running back. On the move at the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They'll throw it on 1st down. With the catch, it's Cummings. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He finds his man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rice. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job of rallying him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are, Wilt. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Houston. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Or left him grasping for air. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Right back to the well. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Fowler. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to get it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Got enough space. Touchdown Owls! And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stokes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking for a gap. It's Madden. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They believe they can run right here. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to pass, it's Sampson. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's in goal. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Floating away. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Push down for the tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. the uprights. It's good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Past the 45. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The running back has it. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the Owls have enough for the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Sampson. Lets it fly. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. 4th quarter. Huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires left. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. They'll run the counter. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And the punishment has been extended. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're bringing heat. Pressure coming. And he's going to go down at the 1.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in.
Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. I'll tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense.
Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Stokes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. After this, it'll be a wrap. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This was a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.